What's up everybody? Today is Fire Chun-Li test day. So when this unit first came out, I took a look at her and I'm like, okay, Fire Chun-Li, what does she do? Skill 3 attack bar boost. Oh, skill 3 attack bar boost. Well, we use that all the time in arena offense. What else does she do? Does she do an attack power buff like Megan and Bastet? No, she doesn't do that. Okay, well, does she have super high base speed like Bernard and Kabila? No, she doesn't do that either. And I'm like, oh, okay, then why is anyone gonna use her? No attack power buff, no super high base speed. They're just gonna use the other things, right? So what does she actually do on skill 3? Skill 3 increase the attack bar of all allies by 30% and increases the attack speed and crit rate for 2 turns each. Attack speed and crit rate. So initially I was like, okay, not sure that I really think anyone's gonna use her because she doesn't have, again, super high base speed or an attack power buff. However, I did fail to take into consideration one thing. So let's take a look at the pros and cons here. Lower speed than Kabila and Bernard. Doesn't attack power buff like Bastet. But the pros is your Lushen is allowed to suck. That's right, your Lushen is allowed to not be that great. You guys know how you have the Lushen crit rates of like, well, I've seen your Lushen crit rates. It's almost in the single digits. It can't technically be in the single digits, but it feels like it's in the single digits. So one of the nice things about her is, yes, she does a crit rate buff, which means your Lushen can have only only 70% crit rate. As a matter of fact, all the units on your team, if they have 70 crit rate, they have 100 crit rate because of the crit rate buff, right? So that's a 30% crit rate buff. Over here, it doesn't say 30% crit rate buff, but it's 30% crit rate buff. So your Lushens are, yes, my Lushen's skilled up, just in case you're wondering. So this Lushen is effectively 100% crit rate. This Shimate is effectively 100% crit rate. So we're actually going to be able to put some more damage on the units that we want to bring into arena offense. So today we're going to test the Fire Chun-Li out. I always want to say, Chun-Li the Fire... Come through, girl. Chun-Li the Fire Chun-Li. Chun-Li the Fire Chun-Li. We're going to test her out in some arena offense, and we're going to see how she does. So here is the team. Fairly straightforward, fairly standard. We have a speed lead. Fairly free-to-play friendly, too, for the most part. We have someone in the comments going to be like, Bacon, I have been playing for 35 years. I have never summoned a Lushen. And I'm going to be like, there was 4-star, choose your own 4-star events. You never... No, Bacon, I got the Wind Pirate Captain. Okay. Well, the Wind Pirate, but for everyone else, a lot of people have Lushens, right? So a lot of people already have most of the stuff to make this team, aside from the Fire Chun-Li. But if you got the Fire Chun-Li just recently, then there you go. That's the point of this video, is that I can't be like, let's take the Fire Chun-Li out. Anyway, we have a speed lead. We have attack bar booster, crit rate buff, and speed buff. We have, actually, Shimate is going to go before the Konamiya. So Shimate is going to do a little bit of fluff damage, and then we have the Konamiya is going to move next, attack bar. I wanted to do Bastet in here actually, but the Lushen's not fast enough for that double attack bar booster to work. He needs to be like, I think, 30-40 speed faster roughly. So we're going to use the Konamiya to completely fill up his attack gauge. And attack power buff him. So Shimate is going in without being attack power buff. Sometimes that's a good thing for the fluff damage unit to go in without any attack power buff. For example, if you're going in Praha and it doesn't proc the Nemesis. That's just one example, right? So anyway, we have, like I said, speed lead fluff damage. We have the attack bar boost, crit rate buff, speed buff. We have the attack power buff on him, and then he's gonna do big nuke. Let's just see it. Instead of Baker, you just keep saying what it is. Let's just see it in action. That would have been so much faster to just see it. Let's do one of these. Watch she revenge. Oh. He did too much damage. Look, see, even Shimate without that was not good, because he even did too much damage, even without the attack power buff. Lols. So there you go, and like 13k per card. That's not bad. If we would try to get 100% crit rate on him, we would have had to sacrifice some of that damage. This is one of my subscribers. Let's hit him. Let's go with Samath though. So Samath is just a little bit more premium. We have, just in case he doesn't have will runes, we can go in, we can increase the cooldowns on his things. And also it's kind of nice to, oh, he does have will runes. Okay, but he doesn't have will runes on the, he copied my defense, man. He copied my defense. So Samath's not going to come back, but everything else is going to come back. So we boom, boom, boom on the Triton. And then Savannah dismounts. This is one of the nice things about Savannah after the, you know, let's do one of these. Because she actually moves in first. And then let's do one of these. And then let's do one of these. And then you get another turn. And then you do, actually we should have done Perna again. Right? So we should have done Perna again. Because if, okay, so the reason we should have attacked Perna again is if the Savannah gets a turn, she's going to try to kill Samoth, and then Samoth comes back from the dead, does big damage, right? Potentially stuns the Perna because he's on despair. So, Chun-Li aside, this defense is really not going to hold up very well. This is super Lushen food. I mean, usually you see Samoth Kabila hitting this and then easy Lushen food for 3 of these, and then you only have to worry about the Rakan, right? So we're not going to use that. We're going to use the other stuff. We're going to use the Shimite and Fire Chun-Li. But I feel like we're definitely going to outspeed with this, right? Even with that crazy high base speed on the... Oh my god. He does so much damage. Stop doing so... He doesn't even have an attack power buff. He just does so much damage. So another one, even though we have a lower speed lead, the Fire Chun-Li still has 105 base speed compared to Tiana's 96 base speed. So we can definitely, I feel very confident that we can outspeed this. And then Nuke, the thing here is we don't have we don't have will runes on this Lushen. We should have will runes on this Lushen. We just have one of these. I had too much crit rate on him before. I had to take the crit rate off to prove the point that he doesn't need 100% crit rate. So I actually had to take the blades. I had to break the blade set so he had lower crit rate. Anyway, that's besides the point. The point is the Samoth can come back and revenge and stun. Let's see if he actually does that. We may be in a better spot if we use Shimite's skill 3 on something else, right? On something else, because we don't want him to do too much damage to the Samoth where the oh, nice. He didn't kill the Samoth. Perfect. And now Samoth can come back and that's fine. Right, that's fine if he does that, because then we're just gonna... It's fine. He's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna... on you. Yeah, he did. He did exactly that, right? He did on us. So, there you go. Nice. So we can hit... I mean, you see some of these teams pretty often in Arena, some of these speed teams. And she does have enough speed to outspeed, like, the Bastates and the Tianas, just how she is. I mean, she's no Kabila, she's no Bernard, but she still has more speed than, like, 9 more speed than Tiana. Stank nasty team. You see this team a lot though, right? So we should be able to outspeed that. I don't think that these are going to be 300 speed on these girls. Oh man, I should have brought some off. Let's do some fluff damage. Let's do one of these, and let's do one of these, and there you go. Lols. LOL. Let's do airbender on you, and then we just auto, right? So I mean, you see these every so often in Arena. I mean, it could be like a 300 speed on one of those twins, but you usually don't see like the crazy 300 speed on it, right? So if you bring enough fluff damage and then Lushen, you should be fine. And then just have to spend the extra couple seconds autoing. So I have no idea how fast this Triton is on defense, but I do know one. So we definitely want to at least, you know, have a speed lead, a 33% speed lead, but some of these Tritons are just scary, right? Some of these Tritons, look at that speed. Look at that amazing speed on that Triton, right? Some of these Tritons are just out there like, oh, I don't want to take that chance of maybe hitting it. But just because the Triton is there does not mean that he is actually like 330 speed. He just could be just there and look scary and you don't want to take the chance, but it actually winds up that he's not as scary as he seems. So let's see if we can do some of that. We did not kill her, but we're fine. There we go, and then we're tanky enough to survive a blast from Samoth, and we're good. But I noticed that, like, a lot of them just go unchecked. A lot of these Samoth Tritons go unchecked, and I'm like, some of these are Despair Tritons, some of these are like 250 speed Tritons. I'm like, they just go unchecked. Nobody wants to find out. Nobody wants to find out. And even, here's the thing, with the Triton defenses, like, the AI is not as good as Tiana and Clara. So Tiana and Clara actually have higher AI for Triton defenses. I actually did a test. I did another video testing all the different defenses, the different strippers on defenses. And Tiana had a significantly better AI than Triton. So you could even like, you could roll the dice of maybe you outspeed, and then if you don't outspeed, like he could still just do, as long as you have will runes, right? As long as you have will runes, he still could do skill 2 or skill 1, and then you're still safe, right? Here's another one. You're going to be able to easily outspeed it, but we don't know what's on the Juno. Does Juno have Nemesis? Does Juno have Revenge? Those are 2 popular rune sets. 2 sets for Juno. Let's see. And then let's do one of these. Hopefully we don't kill the Samoth there. And now we want to kill. Now we want to kill everything, right? Oh, did you see? We did a little bit less damage to Ritesh. Ritesh must have had some like decreased damage from wind units. I feel like those are for those artifacts. I feel like he had those. Should we airbend on you? I feel like let's airbend push you back. Yeah, there we go. And let's do one of these and we'll just auto that then. Alright guys, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Fire Chun-Li, not as bad as she seems initially. Her base speed is not that terrible, right? It's not as good as Kabila and Bernard, but it's really not that terrible. And you basically you trade off that extra 6 base speed with Bernard for a crit rate buff, which is pretty nice. It's a 70 crit rate Lushen's best friend, right? So you take some crit rate off your Lushen and add some damage, which is pretty nice, pretty nice. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you as always in the next one.